I used to work in a liquor store in D.C. when I first came to D.C. I felt ashamed. I didn't want people to know that I couldn't read, you know. I learned by questioning someone, not letting them know that I can't read. Just, you know, what is this? What kind of wine is this? Or what kind of liquor is this? Or what kind of this? You know, just questions. That way they would give me the name, and then I could pronounce it, but I could never spell it.
It was very hard the first time. I came to the United States after 2-3 days. I had health problems. I went to hospital, and all doctors, nurses, they were questioning, they were asking me a lot, and I had very problem to answer their question.
The functionally illiterate are those who can't perform very basic tasks, such as reading a medicine label or deciphering a road map. They have trouble doing simple everyday life tasks that require reading.
Have you ever tried to get around, try to read road signs, look up something on the internet? I mean, today's time, you cannot simply get along without being able to read, write, and communicate.
If I decided to go somewhere, we didn't have family in here to help me, and we didn't know where the bus stopped, and it was very difficult to me to go somewhere.
Literacy is important because if you're looking for a job, you have to first of all find a job, look in the classified ads, or otherwise find out where you can get a job. Secondly, you have to fill out an application. And so critical to the first aspect of getting a job is knowing how to read and write.
If you're not literate, there are just so many jobs that you're completely shut out of. And so you're stuck with lower level jobs throughout your life.
I wanted to be a police officer, and I didn't have an education. So a young man my age coming up, I had to take whatever I could get to survive. My self-esteem was down real low because you don't know how people look at you because you don't know how to do certain things, you know, and I felt ashamed of myself.
The mission of the Literacy Council is to teach adults the basic skills of reading, writing, speaking, and understanding English.
So this is going to be good practice with your numbers. We have a group of questions.
Literacy creates productive members of society, and the Literacy Council's role in that is getting them from being dependent, shy, unproductive people to being independent and productive citizens of this country.
The Literacy Council has a very structured program using credentialed teachers and trained volunteers, and we focus on the beginning level, giving them the tools to move ahead.
Number 4, changes thinking to think.
Every student is different. They have different gaps in their knowledge and their learning and different things that they don't understand, and the tutor's job is to identify where those gaps are and fill them in with additional information.
Son, he said to the older boy, you take care of them. Now, I feel good about myself. I feel very good about myself, and I would all to Literacy Council. My grandkids, I love to read their little books to them. It makes me feel good, real good, to know how to read for me, you know, and for them too.
My life has changed a lot. In our family, I understand what my children talking about, and also I no longer need my children to help with all my paperwork.
If it weren't for the Literacy Council, a number of people would be isolated in their homes and in their communities, not being able to get access to instruction.
There are so many adults out there that we haven't gotten to, and we know we can help them. But in order to grow, we need continual support. We deliver services very cost effectively, and we change lives with very little.
When you see a student who felt very shy and uncomfortable in all kinds of situations, and suddenly they've blossomed and they feel like they're a productive member of this society, it is just so satisfying.
I don't know how I could repay Literacy Council. I couldn't repay them for it.